What would be the ideal customer purely from an economic perspective? The first thing that we would want is a customer that is around for 10 plus years, ensuring consistent revenue for over a decade. We would also want someone that requires regular purchasing of our products, resulting in a high repeat rate and transaction frequency, which means we're going to make a lot of money from this one customer over the next 10 years because they're going to be purchasing so frequently. We would also ideally want a customer whose purchasing decisions are made by someone else, and that person is easily influenced by marketing and can be talked into buying stuff for us. The last thing which would make the perfect customer is someone who can't actually voice the dissatisfaction about your product to the individual purchasing it for them. This is the reason why pets make the best customer of all time. Pets are also around for a long time. They used to live for an average of 7 years in 1950s, and now they live for about 15 years in 2023. And as technology improves, pets are going to be around longer. Pets need to be fed and taken care of. They need to be maintained to ensure they don't have injuries, and you want to keep them around because they're part of the family. Not only do we have the perfect economic customer in pets, but it's more so what pets give us, which is the ability to form bonds, to have a companion, unconditional love, someone that's always excited to see you. And that relationship between human beings and a pet is the most important part of this market. Let's take a look at the psychology of humans and pets. The first place to start with our relationship with pets is the belief of the soul. And the soul is an undefined word. It's kind of hard to explain, but we've all heard of people saying that, I was working this job and my soul was dying. I just couldn't do it anymore. And the soul is the essence of life. It's the ability to have energy and to move forward and to be happy. The connection with pets transcends the material world, and it's our ability to connect with that soul. And pets significantly enrich our experience on the planet because we get to feel the unconditional love. We don't just conceptually know it. With a pet, you actually feel it. You feel like this animal really does love you for taking care of it. It's the ability to actually feel these things that enrich our soul and give us a zest for life and an energy for life. I think this is the core underlying part of our relationship with animals. Because of our inherent need to connect and belong and to be part of a community and something more than is just ourselves, I think animals fulfill this desire, especially dogs. And the interesting thing about the dog is it's their ability to interpret nonverbal cues and read body language. They just know when you're angry, they know when you're feeling off, they know when they need to give you a bit of a cuddle to cheer you up. Just think about that. Your goldfish doesn't know when you're angry. Your guinea pig doesn't know when you're upset and need a cuddle. It couldn't give a fuck. In order for a dog to be able to understand a human being like this would have taken years of evolution, which indicates that human beings and dogs have grown as a result of symbiosis. As a result of evolution and symbiosis between our relationship with animals, we have elevated them to human status, treating them as an integral part of our family. This is critical to the evolution of the pet industry. If we combine the psychology of our relationship with pets and the economic reliability of pets, we start to get something very special. We can flesh this out into a framework with the following headings. At number 1, we have the deep emotional and spiritual connection. We have the inherent need to connect, communication beyond words with animals, the mutual benefit and symbiosis, and the economic reliability. Pets live for 10 plus years. They require consistent feeding and maintenance. This allows for a high transaction frequency, which enable the perfect business. The way I would describe this relationship is called the symbiotic market model. Now, this can be described as a market where consumers and businesses have a deep, mutual, and long-term benefit. It's not transactional, it's relational. The primary driver isn't only profit, but it's emotional, spiritual, or the societal value that you get from having a relationship with an animal. This is the core insight to the pet industry. Think about what other industries have the same characteristics that we have just described. The only other market that I can think of that fits this model perfectly is the relationship with a parent and their child. However, if you take children out of it, what other types of markets that we know of fit this model? There isn't really a lot. This is the reason why I'm so bullish on the pet industry, and I think it's one of the best industries that has ever existed because it's so unique. Let's shift gears a little bit and move on to chatting about some of the trends of the pet industry. What you'll see is the trends evolve from different parts of the symbiotic market model. The first trend is the rising per capita income and the growing number of pet adoptions for companionship. As loneliness increases in our society, as dating gets harder and less people end up with long term partners, pets are going to fill that void, which is going to increase the spending on pet care, which is going to boost the market. The other massive trend, which is so unique to the pet market, is humans, pets, and social media. According to Mars Pet Care, which is the largest pet care company on the planet, 65% of pet owners post about their pets on social media an average of twice a week. This is crazy. Name another product out there where humans post about it twice a week. You might have the gym. I don't know of any other ones off the top of my head right now. This is essentially free distribution. And we need to be asking ourselves, what product could we create for a pet that could utilize free distribution of 65% of our customers? Holy shit. The other thing is some of the biggest influencers on Instagram are actually pets. We have Jif which is a Pomeranian dog, which has 8.7 million people that follow it on Instagram. We have Nala Cat, which has 4.4 million. Tucker, the golden retriever, who has 3.3 million. And Grumpy Cat, which has over 2.6 million. It's just absolutely insane how much people love pets. The other trend is the rise of subscription services. Subscription services allow pet owners to automatically receive regular deliveries of food and other supplies. It's convenient. It's also cost effective in order to purchase pet products online. And it's one of the reasons why subscription services are becoming increasingly popular. We're also seeing connected devices and whereabouts growing very quickly in this market. Caring for pets has increasingly become humanized. Furry consumers now take supplements, wear smart devices, and track sleep. These trends are important to illustrate the evolution of our relationship with pets. As loneliness increases in our world due to the digital age, my prediction is that pets move away from companionship to partnership. The reason why I think pets are going to become more like partners rather than friends is because of how much people post about them online. We post about our pets online just like we post pictures of our friends and family, indicating that they are more than just a friend. It's an extension of ourselves. We're also seeing the rise of these pet influencers, which show that humans will follow a pet that they know is being run by humans. The last part is we're seeing an increase in wearable devices. So just as a human being would wear a Whoop or a Quora band to manage their health and to track their sleep metrics, etc., we're going to see the same sort of thing happen with pets.